What's happening, e-skaters? So I have just been on a crazy adventure to get this electric skateboard here. I'm currently in Belgrade in Serbia, and you can't import electric skateboards into the country because they don't allow the importation of lithium-ion batteries. So what I had to do to get this board was to get it shipped to a co-working space in Budapest, and I drove from here over the border into Budapest to pick up the electric skateboard, and I drove it back across the border to do this. They did check at the border crossing. They did check to see what it was. They saw it. They looked at it. It looked like a skateboard. And yeah, so this is not a completely brand new unboxing for me. I did have to open it at the border crossing, unfortunately. So I did see it, but anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to show you exactly what this is all about. So Teamgee have got a brand new board they have released. There's a few videos out on YouTube already if you wanted to go check them out. But this is a little bit different from what they have done in the past. So if you know Teamgee, they've been doing electric skateboards where all of the electrics are inside the deck, and you can see that this is kind of what they had previously. So the new board they sent me in an old model of their boards. I'm not sure which one this one is. It could be the H9 or the H6 here, but you can see that it doesn't have any casings. Everything's inside the deck. So let's open her up and check her out, shall we? So, wow, alright. So the first thing that I noticed was that the board was upside down. Most of the time when you get these decks, the top you can see straight away. Accessories. Let's go through the accessories first. So I got a front LED light. Universal for a bicycle usually, but I guess it attaches to the trucks. Same thing with a rear, a T-tool, and a separate Allen key. Let's see if we get a second. Yeah, pretty standard. This is probably going to be for the motors, I'd say. This was surprising. Transparent red PU replacement wheels for the hub motors. Nothing for the front motors, just for the hubs. But they're quite soft. Be interested to see how they go. This will be the charger. Yep. Jesus, tiny. That's the same charger as I think some of the Spectra models. Yeah. They gave me a European charger. But it's just a standard kettle cord, so you can change that when I get back home. Manual. Micro USB cable, guess for the remote. This remote. Oh, it's alright. I haven't played with the remote yet. That is a long lanyard. You can see it. Looks like the mode changing thumb wheel. Not too bad. Oh, it's got a little LED screen on the front. I haven't played with this yet. I haven't really looked at it. It's brand new. I haven't watched any other videos on YouTube yet. I just do know that there are some there. So these are literally my first impressions. I have no idea what's going on with the board. Let's check it out. Oh, it's fairly heavy. Alright, this is it. Man, that is a big battery case. It's a 10S3P battery. Let me just check those specs for you guys. Yeah, they're using 18650 cells. It's a 10S3P. There's 3 options for batteries. There's a 6 amp hour, a 7.3 amp hour, and a 9.6 amp hour. So they're fairly big batteries. Even the lowest one is 216 watt hours, and the highest is 345.6 watt hours, which is that's just huge. And so no wonder. Well, I mean, it's going to be a struggle getting this one on the plane. Actually, you're not going to get this one on the plane at all. Oh, my light. Sorry about that. Tiny, massive case at the front. These are the front wheels for the battery, and a small case, probably one of the smallest cases I've seen on a board, at the back next to the motors. These motors, dual hub motors, they are 540 watts of output power each. So that's about mid-range for these hub motors. They claim that they can get to a top speed of 42 kilometers an hour, which is about 26 miles an hour, I'm pretty sure. And the big battery can get you up to 40 kilometers, I'm pretty sure. Let me just get you the proper specs. Up to 50 kilometers on the bigger battery, which is the 9.6 amp hour battery, and up to 32 kilometers on the smaller 6 amp hour battery. I wonder what they've sent me. That will be interesting. Probably the standard one, I'd say the small standard one, so 32 kilometers. I'll be testing it during the week, doing proper range tests and speed tests to see exactly if it lives up to what they say it can do. Let's take all these. That's just a sticker on the board. It's not actually printed, which is funny. But there you go. That's their deck. Man, it's pretty coarse. I don't mind those GT stripes, really. Nice little arrow to remind you which way to go forward. It's got like a slight drop down, if you can see. Only ever so slight there and there. And these shoulders are also raised a bit. Let's see if you can see this properly. Or only just. I'll get some better angles of that for the proper review. But yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. I kind of like the way that it looks, especially that deck shape. That's different. Very different from all their models. Let's see if it's easy to turn on. One click of the button. One click of the button. Oh, okay. So they're both flashing. on the bottom there. This is going to be tough to see, if you can see it at all. Just at the bottom there. They're both flashing, both connected. I turned it on. You can see you've got the board battery and the remote battery, although they're not distinguished at all, so you can't really tell which one's which. You've got an odometer for your total miles or kilometers. It'll be interesting to see if it's in miles or kilometers. Top speed is in kilometers an hour, so I'm going to assume that the odometer is also in kilometers. And at the bottom here, you've got the B2 and then FH plus. This is going to be really, really hard to see, if at all. I don't know. I'll maybe put some pictures up on my website, or you can wait for the review that's going to come out at the end of the week, and I'll do a proper rundown of everything here. But I believe that the B2 is the braking power. So you've got forward F, so you've got B2, and then underneath you've got FL, and if I click this button here, which has a speed on it, it changes the speed mode. So FL, FM, FH, and H plus. So for low, medium, high, and high plus. I guess it's their turbo mode. So I'm in high plus. And on the screen I can see that it says 40 kilometers an hour. Low takes you to a max of 11 kilometers. Medium, 25 kilometers an hour. High, 40 kilometers an hour. And high plus, 40 kilometers an hour as well, but there might have been a bit of a faster acceleration. I'm holding down the settings button, does nothing. What? There's also this little switch on the bottom here. If you switch it down, it changes the bottom. Oh, that's just reverse, forward and reverse. I don't know what this settings button does. I guess we'll have to read the instructions. Alright, that's pretty much it. I mean, what are some of these other specs that I should run through? The total weight is 8.45 kilograms, which is, it's kind of on the heavy side. I mean, it feels similar to, you know, the Miko NLS that I did previously. It's not too awkward, really. The max weight load on this is 130 kilos, which is a little bit less than a lot of boards, especially like the Evolve boards. I rated at 150 kilos. So 130 is, I mean, it's still a lot. It's still a lot. They also have a minimum load, which is 20 kilos, but I don't know. I feel like that's not really that much of a bother. And I reckon they can climb up to 25 degrees. Well, we'll have to see about that. I don't know about how these hub motors will go climbing that. Hub motors generally aren't as powerful as belt driven, but you know, with this extra power, this battery that Teamgee claim to have sort themselves out with, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. And the deck is a carbon, no, it's a 7-ply Canadian maple and with one layer of fiberglass. The fiberglass is probably going to be on the bottom. It's hard to tell. Yeah, you can kind of just see it. I'll put some better footage of that in the proper review at the end of this week. The wheels are 90mm wheels. 90mm is it's fairly big. For electric skateboards these days, that's kind of standard. You get between 85mm and 100mm. So 90mm, you know, about the same. And they're running ABEX 7 bearings. ABEX 7 is, I mean, I'll probably get some newer bearings for that. The trucks, they're running the Teamgee branded stock custom electric skateboard. Okay. Sticker. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it right now, straight out of the box, until I get on it and give it a ride. If you've got any questions, let me just check the comments section. No questions right now, but if you did, ask away. Leave your comments and questions down below, and I'll include them in the full review. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for checking it out. This was short and sweet. I hope I didn't bore you too much. It was kind of fun. I liked doing it. If you want me to do more unboxing videos like this, straight up, let me know. If you liked it, hit that like button. And make sure you subscribe if you want to get on to the proper review and see it as soon as it comes out. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so that you do get notified of when it comes out. Otherwise, you may not see it, unfortunately. Awesome. Thanks for sticking around. For those that were watching, cool. I'll speak to you guys soon. Cheers.